to the Get Your Shift Together Men's Podcast with your host, Dr. Myron Edmonds.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DJ Walk, what it do, boy?
What's up? What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Hold
man,
on,
I'm good, man.
Let me get my frame right.
Yeah, my fault, man. Let me set you up. Let me set you up. Where you want to be set up.
You be doing that crazy frame, man. Let me get my stuff together, man.
Hey, man, my stuff ain't together either, man. I just got to keep it the way it was because, man, I'm just coming off the road, bro. Your boy, I'm just all disheveled. You know, this impromptu, bro. You know.
Right, very much so.
Impromptu. Now, truth is, we're supposed to do our podcast on Thursday, but it just hit me. I was like, this is perfect because we're going to be on the road on Thursday.
Right.
Heading down. Like, you know, I got to go ahead and put the shout out there. We're going to be heading down to the DMV for the Men's Breakthrough Conference. Fellas, ladies, all my people. First of all, welcome to the Get Your Shift Together impromptu special podcast.
Special edition.
We had to call audible.
State of emergency.
Things have happened. Things have gone down, and we don't need no what's bubbling on the block. But no, it is what it is. We are here.
Yeah, we are here.
Anyway, listen, I'll be remiss if I didn't even jump out here and say, man, DJ Walk, I'm excited, man. We and you about to take a road trip on Thursday, headed to the DMV for this conference. Fellas, I just want to tell y'all right now, registration is open until Wednesday. We have given an extension for some brothers that wanted to be there. They needed to wait for the first of the month. Come on in here, somebody. Hey, listen, we get it. Listen, you
don't get no more real than that, man. It's real out here.
Wait for the first of the month. My brother, go to the website. It's right there below, mensbreakthroughconference.com. I'm going to be there. DJ Walk's going to be there. We got a bunch of other amazing speakers that's going to be there. Most importantly, you're going to be there. I have never been to a conference like this before where you have all these men coming together for breakthrough, like not only for themselves, but for their families. The energy is going to be crazy. Crazy. All right. We already got people in the comments saying stuff, but let's set the atmosphere first. Listen,
it's
y'all.
It's a state of emergency.
It's a state of emergency. I mean, let's you need a one-day pass. If you want a one-day pass to the conference and you live in the DMV, I'm going to tell you what to do. All right. I'm going to tell you what to do. What you're going to need to do is you're going to need to email this email right here. All right. You're going to email this email because I don't deal with these things. Y'all have to understand. I have a job to do. And I can't be I can't be worried about this stuff. All right. So, but if y'all interested in this, I don't know what they're doing on the back end, but email admin, ADMIN at MyronEdmonds.com. Admin at MyronEdmonds.com. If you're interested in the one-day pass, if you're in the area or whatever, just go ahead and do that. Anyway, all right.
Excuse me once again. My allergies are acting crazy, so if I'm rubbing and
it's all good, bro.
Allergy season.
You already know how we do it.
You already know.
Look, so y'all do me a favor right now. Invite your auntie, your mama, your pastor, your hood friends, your cousin.
Invite all the hood friends. Invite the hood friends.
Especially the hood friends.
Let's get on. Friends. That's who we want to talk to today.
Let's get in this thing.
DJ, I came for today.
This is what I'm thinking about doing. All right. So I have entitled this discussion, Will Smith debacle at the Oscars, boss move or soft move. I got a lot of, by the way, let me go ahead with these comments. Man, I put this joint on Facebook.
Let me see who all in here, man. I want to see who all in here, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I want to see who all in here. Anybody who I recognize so far?
You. Well, we got Vandion Griffin. He's our conference. He's our conference director. And let me see. We got Doug Levison. He focused on that conference. He need a one-day pass. And then we got the first lady, Tiffany Brissett. She already ready to go. Talking about don't talk about Will and Chris and not discuss Regina Hall groping men on stage. Women would be livid if women were groped that way. Those men were, my God. Tell us how you really feel. And Val Smart. But it's about, we got quite a few folk that's watching right now.
Let's go. I'm fully ready to get it going, man.
All right, let me
because I'm not gonna hold my tongue tonight. You know what I'm saying?
and let's just be honest.
I'm gonna
You
be
and I
honest.
have not talked. We
haven't talked.
I don't know what your opinion is. I don't know where you coming from.
No,
we have not talked. This is a state of emergency.
State of emergency.
We gotta jump on this mug. Anyway, man. All right, so let's do this, DJ Walk. Let's walk through. I want to share just without sharing my opinion. I'm just gonna walk through what I experienced last night. Were you watching live?
I was not watching live, actually. I was watching some other stuff, but then of course my phone just started exploding. And I'm just like, whoa, everybody's hitting me up like, walk, man, you can't believe it. You know, I'm just like, whoa.
Hey, bro, let me tell you, I'm not an Oscar. I don't watch the Oscars. I do root for people in the Oscars, obviously,
right.
Just like you do on Family Feud. I always root for the black family. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go. But right. Yeah, I don't really watch the Oscars, but it so happened we
just got back on the Oscars, right? Because a couple years ago, the whole thing was about, boycott the Oscars.
And Chris Rock was involved there, and he was involved with Jada on that.
Man, listen. Anyway, I'm going to say my comments. Go ahead.
Yeah. Me too. Because we got a lot to talk about, but I want to set it up. So I was in the DMV trying to get ready for the conference, doing a site visit, and we were with some friends. We decided to stay the night because, anyway, short story is they was thirsty to watch the Oscars. I was over at Van Dion Griffin's house. So we up there watching the Oscars.
Van Dion.
And I ain't barely, I'm on my phone, ain't barely paying attention. Then it comes around that time where we know that Will Smith is up for Oscar Best Actor for, the King, what's his name?
King Richard.
Anyway. Listen, my mama.
Hold on, wait. So this happened back to back? Like he smacked him? Like, did he smack him and then right after got an award?
Brother, here's the sequence. The sequence is, now first I gotta tell the truth. Regina, I can't remember what her name is. Regina, anyway, she was in a girl's trip. I forgot her name. Yeah, and then Amy Schumer, and then
right.
What's her name? They were hosting. And by the way, you know how they do at these shows. I appreciate Skip Bayless pointing this out today. I don't always agree with him, but he said, they have brought comedy in that show to sort of Hollywood's desire really is to humble these actors on the night where they're being praised. So to give balance. So you always have the comic on there. And they always coming for people. So
lighten the mood a little bit. Lighten the mood a little bit,
Yeah, lighten the mood because it's a stressful night. And they was coming for everybody. There was some cringe moments with your girl. What's your girl's name? Come on, what's homegirl's name? She Wanda Sykes. There were some cringe moments where, they was doing their thing. All right, so fast forward. Regina Hall, I can't remember who she was with. She said something sideways concerning Will Smith and Jada about an open relationship. I can't remember what exactly it said, but they both laughed. They both laughed at it. So we was like, it's gonna be that night. Will and Jada sitting on the front row. Everybody, he is the prohibitive favorite for Actor of the Year. All right. Fast forward to the end of the joint. Chris Rock comes up to introduce the documentary, basically of the year. Questlove, is that his name? Quest.
Right.
Shout out to him. I saw that documentary on the Harlem joint. That joint was epic. Anyway, so he came up to introduce it. Of course, he taking shots, take a shot here. And so then he took a shot at Jada, talking about something about G.I. Jane. I can't remember the exact quote. I know some of y'all been watching this all day.
The exact quote was, Jada, I think I love your hair or something. G.I. Jane, part 2, I can't wait to see it.
Right. Yeah, so it was exactly that. The camera panned to Will and immediately saw him laughing. He laughed.
Right.
Then the camera went to Jada and she rolled her eyes.
Laughing. She wasn't laughing.
I'm with my man Van Dion. My man Van Dion was like, oh, she was not happy. I'm like, bro, come on. I never even thought in a million years that she would have been upset. Well, anyway, because I'm not into that stuff like a lot of people. Everybody talking about he had to know she had alopecia. I had no idea that Jada had alopecia. I had no idea.
And on the flip side, I met with someone who has a partner who had alopecia, and actually I was in Costco, and And like, of course we start talking about it and he's like, man, it ain't even that serious, man. You shave your hair off, it grows back, blase, blase. And so I don't want to seem ignorant, but like I'm not too knowledgeable on alopecia, but I don't think it's kind of like a cancerous type of thing, like like a serious.
Not into death, but I ain't gonna belittle this because I've been seeing a lot of people post about this.
Right,
it can be very demoralizing to.
Okay.
But he never said anything about hair. He just said he made reference to it because he said G.I. Jane. We get the reference.
And also, this is not the first time that she shaved her head, I believe, and other people shaved their head with her to show support of her having alopecia. So,
well, I thought, honestly, first of all, let me say, I think Jada's fine. Me personally, I think Jada's fine.
Of course.
And however she got her hair, she looked good to me.
Yeah,
I thought she was just rocking the shortcut because I've seen her
rocking before. Right.
I didn't know. So I don't know if Chris Rock knew. All of us are making assumptions about that. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sure we're going to get in that in a minute. Anyway, he basically said something about G.I. Jane Part 2. Will Smith, cameras on him. He laughs. Camera goes to Jada immediately. She rolls her eyes. Next thing I know, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith gets up out of his seat, approaches old boy, and slaps him. I'm at that point thinking it is like staged. Because especially the way he hit him, honestly, there's a side of me right now, Jason.
Hey, I'm right with you because
it feels like this thing is still not real. I know that.
Listen, it was true. If you ever watched wrestling, which I know you have watched wrestling, they usually do like the slap and the stomp all at once. Like,
yes,
to put extra sauce on it to kind of make it seem like real. And that happened when he supposedly smacked him. And like I'm looking, I'm just like, this don't look like he really hit him. And then I see some slow motion where it did look like he hit him. It's all over the place. Needless to say, if it was a joke or a stunt or something like that, I think they would have came out by now to kind of clear that up. But
so my man, we got to put these comments on the screen.
But Will Smith, he issued a official apology on his IG.
Let's read it. I want to read it. I got it right here. I want to read it because it's important. Oh, but before we do, let me finish telling what I saw. So we saw that, and then it wasn't until after that Will went back to the seat. When Will was walking back to the seat, he was still smiling.
Yeah, right.
I was like, "Oh, this is what I'm saying."
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I just got done smacking somebody, and like, I don't know. Like, first of all, it was. I'm not gonna get into that right now because I'm gonna say that because I'm gonna really go off. But it's like if I'm doing some gangster stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna walk away and smile about it. Like, I mean, like,
it was weird. That's what I'm saying. In the moment, I was not like I still did not know if it was real.
He really just stole on him, to be honest. He just like cafeteria high school walked up to him and stole him. Like flat out just stole on him. You know what I'm saying? And like you don't stole on somebody and just walk away like, nothing happened.
You could not tell me even at that moment that it was real. My people I was with, they was like, nah, man, that's real. That's real. That's real. And then when they cut the sound out, then I went to social media and then and then you could see Chris Rock's face. He did look a little like I saw his eyes get a little watery. But I got to, shout out to this dude, Chris Rock, man. That man, I mean, even his lines after when he gave commentary, I was watching the Breakfast Club. It's like the man gave commentary after he got smacked. He was
just like Diddy said, one thing that y'all not talking about is that chin Chris Rock got. He ate that boy like, dude, ate it like, he ate it. That boy got a chin.
Dude, man, I was like
a comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Then Will start, cussing him to, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. And then, he said it again. We was like, oh, snap. Denzel, all these guys had to calm him down, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we know what happened. It is what it is. Let me just read this real quick because I think this does add context. I have not talked to DJ Walk. I have no idea. We haven't talked all day. We literally just literally just falling upon this podcast. But this is the statement that we saw. He says, Will Smith said violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line, and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed, and my actions were non-indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. Sidebar, that slap wasn't really violence. But anyway, I would also like to apologize to the Academy, to the producers of the show, all the attendees, everyone watching around the world. And this is key, too. He said, I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress, sincerely, Will. I don't know if Chris Rock put a statement out, but that night, here's what did it for me. And I want to hear from you first, but here's what did it for me. When Will Smith, after he smacked him, when he went up to give his acceptance speech after winning his first Oscar, what a night, man. What a night. He quotes Denzel Washington. Talking about Denzel said, listen, man, when you're at your highest, whatever he said, the devil's going to come for you or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then it sounded like he was trying to spin the joint, to make it seem like he's protecting his family. And that's what he's about. It was almost like the justification. And then at the end, he was like, show some remorse. He apologized to people, but not really to Chris Rock. Anyway, well, he's giving an apology now. Anyway, DJ Walk, where you land on this, brother? Talk to me. Let's go ahead. Unfiltered opinions. Let's talk for real. Let's talk it out.
It's hard for me to say, man. One thing that you just said that is very evident is the Smith family has been getting a lot of dirt, trash, or whatever thrown on their name. A lot of people talk about Jaden. His daughter, I think, has came out in her sexuality to be lesbian. The whole thing with the entanglement stuff. So, I mean, I'm right with you on that, man. Like their family, like him saying he's protecting his family. I guess, his family has been going through the ringer as far as, comments on social media, et cetera. But, another thing is when you're in the spotlight, if you're in the limelight, that kind of comes with the territory, I mean, just like D Wade, he's getting drugged, for his son's sexuality and all the things that their family is going through. Now, if D Wade was at the ESPYs and somebody made a side comment about his son, what would happen? Will he go? You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say. Man, I don't want to say if he was right or wrong. I don't want to say that because no one can talk about how someone should react to if they feel disrespected or felt like their wife was being disrespected. One thing that I will point out is the Oscars this year was produced by a all-black staff. Mm-hmm. And so, I think the actions of Will Smith last night kind of put a little stain on that. So of course that's not a good look, but as far as him reacting the way he did, man, I can't say I can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't.
False move or soft move?
I don't want to justify it either. You know what I'm saying? False move or soft move? First of all, man, let me add my little background. Okay, I'm from Youngstown, Ohio. Okay, so if anybody know anything about Youngstown, Ohio, I'm from the hood, low key. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen this situation plenty times. Dudes cracking, playing the dozens. Somebody say something wrong, they really get offended, and then the beef start cooking. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So soft move or hard move. I mean, plus it's Chris Rock, man. Like a lot of people were saying, like, what if it was Dr. Dre up there or Steve Harvey? Would have been the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I know that one thing for sure, Jada put the battery in his back because he was laughing at first. He was laughing, and then she looked like, well, Negro, this ain't too funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Myron, I don't know if you've been in situations like this, man, but your wife is like, What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You don't let him sit there and talk to you like that. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So, I think that that might have been a little bit of the case last night. She kind of looked at him like, yo, man, what you gonna do, Playboy? You know what I'm saying? So he may have, his car may have been pulled on the carpet and he went up there and reacted. Was it the right thing to do? I mean, I don't know, man. It's hard to say, man. I definitely don't know, man.
We're gonna go through all the hypotheticals. I will tell you this. I've gone back and forth.
He smacked him though too. Like he didn't cold cock still on him. Like he didn't try to knock him out. He just plus a lot of people say, okay, I'd rather you punch me than smack the taste out of my mouth.
Well, we all know, and I saw somebody. I was watching somebody in the black community. Man, there's about 2 or 3 ways you can really disrespect somebody. One of them spitting in their face.
Yeah, man.
The other one is smacking them. Yeah. But to me, I mean, that was like he said, "Who's the simp?" Yeah, man. What I don't understand, man, is these people out here who are talking about they crossed the line with family. Now, I'm just going to say this.
Yeah.
I don't judge either one of these men. They made a mistake. Things happen. I give you that. I do have an opinion on that. And I'll share that when we get to it. But let me say this. Jay, I'm not feeling this whole, there's a certain lines that should not be crossed. You keep family out of it. You can joke on me, but don't. That's kind of what Will's thing was. Joke on me, but not on my wife. So what about all the rest of them people in there that got joked on?
I mean, it's no secret that Will and
they all got family members? Aren't they all somebody's wife?
Listen,
Myron, aren't they all somebody's husband?
Myron, come on, let's not act like we don't know.
They called Will out about his open marriage stuff. They called him single early on the show, and Jada didn't say nothing.
Let's not act like Will Smith and Jada's relationship is not crazy. Okay. It's not crazy. So, the whole thing of what August Alsina, and I mean, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Well, that's what I'm saying. The comment just said he was laughing. Yeah, he was laughing at first until he turned around and seen his wife's face.
He didn't even see nothing wrong with it until he saw his wife. And what I'm saying is like, to me, I think what people are saying is all the people are arguing in favor of what Will did as being right. They're saying he had to stand up for his wife. All right, let's put a pin in that. Here's what I want to say, though. Don't give me this crap, man, about, there's certain lines that shouldn't be crossed. But then if that's the case, Dave Chappelle should be dead. Huh?
I disagree with you.
What I'm saying is that night, there were a lot of lines crossed. They were coming for people. They were coming for people left and right. When you go to the Oscars, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be roasted. So I'm saying if you don't want to be roasted, stay at home and have somebody accept your award on your behalf.
But at the same time, Chris Rock had a history with Jada with that last comment that he made a couple years back. So she already wasn't feeling them. And here's my thing about
No. You are assuming that. We do not know. We are making an assumption based on we don't know. We don't know that.
Angela Reed is right. Angela Reed, you 100% right. You said you feel like Jada fueled his anger. I agree with you.
But did Jada want him to go up there and slap him?
Listen, here's the thing about crossing lines, man. You can cross a line, but once you cross the line, you got to be prepared for what comes with that.
You think Chris Rock knew he crossed the line when he called her G.I. Jane because of her haircut? I'm saying you have to assume that he knew she had alopecia. You have to assume that.
You have to assume that.
We don't know that. I'm saying nobody knows that. We're all making assumptions. All I'm saying is this: assumptions, no assumptions. This is what happens at the Oscars. Y'all are the hottest couple in social media conversation, post the Red Talks, and entanglements, your affairs, your open marriage. I mean, all types of stuff, drug addiction, you name it, Tupac, all of that stuff has been out. So what I hear people saying is he got to a place where he couldn't you know what I'm saying? He did, to me, that did not happen. It wasn't like he snapped. Because if he would have snapped, he would have snapped immediately when he heard the joke. Yeah. He laughed at the joke. He looked at her. Then he was like, to me, it was like, man, now I got to do something. Now I got to do something.
But that happens. That happens, man. That happens.
Okay. He did what he did. But how can people say it was that what he did was right when he has said he shouldn't have done it?
Yeah,
he said he shouldn't have done it.
Listen, that's why exactly I'm saying, and I keep on saying, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Because, in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't right. But I'm not going to tell no man how he should react.
Really?
I ain't going to tell no man how he should react, man.
That's come on.
Let
me put this in context. These dudes, both him and Chris Rock, they in their 50s. They in their 50s.
Listen.
These brothers is in their 50s. Here, listen. Let me just make this point because this is my opinion. What I'm saying is it's unfortunate what happened.
Grown men fight, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Grown men fight.
Listen what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was unfortunate it happened. I understand Will Smith's response. I get that. I also get the joke. I get that too. One is doing their job. The other one doesn't feel like it's funny. He snaps. What I'm saying though is there was a multitude of different ways that he could have sunned him. Now here's my point. His whole reaction was to protect his wife. This is my only opinion. Let me say this. Okay. Here's my only opinion. Why did Will do what he did? He did what he did because he felt like he had to protect his wife, right? What he ended up doing has actually put her in more danger.
How?
Because now everybody is coming for them. Everybody is roasting them. Everybody is making fun of them now. I'm saying what he could have done. What I'm saying is what he could have done. And I'm obviously we just having a conversation, y'all. So I'm not saying what I would have done. I don't know what I would have done. I would like to assume that I would not have pimp slapped the man. I think there was another way I could have. Whatever happened to the days of brothers? When this is over, I'm gonna take you outside. Why couldn't he just cuss him out right there from his seat and say, "Listen, when we done, why did he make the assumption that the dude knew?" I'm just saying that you 53 years old. And you can't control yourself in that moment when it's not just about you. He stole that moment from King Richard. He stole it from them girls. He stole it from everybody in there, made about him. And on his number one night, this dude, he got everybody talking about how he walked there and slapped the guy. It's regrettable to him. So how can we defend it if he is not defending it? He's not defending his actions. So why are we sitting around here talking about he did the right thing? He said off jump, he shouldn't have done it. Explain that to me.
You know why people are saying that he done the right thing? You know why, man. People like the drama. People like the violence, man. People like to see stuff like this happen. Should he have smacked him? No, I don't. I'll go out and say he shouldn't have smacked him. Did he do the right thing? I can never listen.
It's deeper than that comment. You and I both know that. Let's be real.
Listen to me. I'm not here. I'm not here to tell another grown man how he should react, man, when he feel offended. I'm not here to do this.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that this? What I'm saying is, if it was just about that comment, then it's some deeper issues. But we know it wasn't just about that comment.
Okay, we all know this.
He just said in his book that he released 4 months ago that all of his life, here it goes. He told us, he said, all my life I've been a coward. And he goes back to when he was 9 years old and he didn't defend his mom from his dad's verbal, physical abuse to her. So maybe he has this thing where he felt like blah, blah, blah. But that don't mean it ain't regrettable. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, let's stop trying to defend the behavior just because we felt like the offense was great. Just because the offense was great don't mean that the behavior. I got a dude in my church, Michael Nelson, he's a judge. He's like, I got people sitting in front of me that I'm putting in prison on a regular basis because they made one of them decisions. Like, Will Smith wants that Oscar because he said at the end of that joint, Jason, you know what he said? He was like, I hope the Oscars invite me back again. He said at the end of his speech, he regretted it that night. Why couldn't he take that dude outside and said, listen, bro, when this joint is over, we're going to handle business? What? Was he there?
All I know is, he was sitting in his seat and it just start playing. You just start playing.
I'm just telling all of y'all out here saying it was the right decision. Stop it. Stop it. It's not the right decision. It was a decision. He made a call. He has to live with the consequences. But stop saying it was the right decision. Y'all sound crazy. Man.
All I'm saying is that man felt disrespected, man.
His wife been disrespecting him.
That man felt disrespected, bro. That man felt disrespected, bro. I'm live from NY. What up, Don L?
Hey, but listen, let's play a game. Let's play a game, though, Jay.
That man felt disrespected, bro. I didn't see it go down, man.
He fitty.
Man, listen, I ain't gonna tell no grown man how he should react when he feels disrespected, bro.
Okay. So would you tell a young man what to do if he feels disrespected?
Definitely.
So I'm saying, why does it
when it's a coachable moment? Now listen to me, okay? Listen to me. Okay. I'm not saying I would have been like, yeah, man, go up there and smack him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, man.
Knock the taste out of his mouth.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is younger dudes. You brought up younger dudes. Now, if a younger dude is in a situation like that, and I could pull his coattails before it happened, and be like, "Yo, man, don't do this. This ain't the route that you should take." You know what I'm saying? Blase. Of course, I'm gonna coach a young man up like that, man. But a grown man, you disrespect the grown man's wife.
What did Denzel do? Denzel and these boys went to this man and told him essentially, sit your behind down. They said,
I feel that, but that was after the fact, bro.
That's because he had already acted.
He already acted.
Hey, I'm just saying, listen, if we want to say, hey, that was a real moment, the dude acted in impulse. He didn't know what to do. We've all had those moments.
I don't think it was impulse because he walked up there. He knew.
Ronnie Vanderhorst, let me respond to you. I want any of you brothers tell me you will never get physical if someone steps wrong to your wife. Listen, I think you're arguing.
That's a fact, Ronnie. That's a fact.
Listen, I'm not arguing that.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm not condoning, and I ain't saying that he right or wrong. I'm just.
No, but you can't do that either. No.
Even though I did say a couple minutes ago that he was wrong. I mean, I seriously. I sit on both sides of the fence of this issue. So don't take the clip of me saying, yeah, he was wrong, or I don't know, because honestly, I sit on both sides of the fence of this issue.
Tell me what I want to know what your take is. No, you playing games.
A definitive answer.
Give a definitive answer.
I can't give a definitive answer.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let's say you're Denzel. Denzel has a son, right? Let's say you're Denzel and you have a young son and he's an actor and you're giving the dude guidance. You're telling me you're just gonna be like, whatever, man. You did what you did. I ain't mad at you. There's no accountability.
It's not that type of situation, bro. You asking me, was he right or was he wrong? I'm not trying to guide him into doing the right thing. I'm talking about his actions of what already happened, bro.
Okay, so what I'm saying is what do we learn from this? What Will Smith is saying that he learned from this is that he should not have done it. So he's saying that he should not have done it. And then you got all the social media still saying he was in the right. The man is saying he should not have done it. He's saying that.
I don't know, bro.
So you disagree with Will?
I'm not saying I disagree with him. All I'm saying is this is my phrase for this whole podcast. I'm not going to tell a grown man how he should react when he feels disrespected, bro.
Why?
Listen, bro, listen.
So, Jason, let me ask you this. If you saw me about to do something that could potentially actually endanger my family because I made a impulsive decision, you're just going to be like, well, man, the dude, he got to do 20 years for life. It is what it is.
You said an impulsive decision, bro. That's thought out. I got time to pull you aside and say, hey, don't do that, Myron. I'm talking about, okay, this is a situation. I know your wife. Your wife is almost like my best friend. That's my sister. I love her to death, right? Mm-hmm. So you walk in the mall with your wife and some ignorant young dude, or I'll say some ignorant, middle-aged guy, 35 or something like that. You walking past him, he inappropriately touch your wife or something, and you haul off and steal him.
Mm-hmm.
What you want me to be like, Myron? You shouldn't have done that. Oh my God, Myron, what are you doing? Oh, I mean, it happened.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
so you think that's two different scenarios to me.
How? I mean, I see what you're saying, but how?
Okay, so I'll tell you how. First of all, in that moment on the Oscars, right? Bro, when I go to the mall, I'm not expecting anybody to touch my wife. When I go to the Oscars, I'm expecting, especially Will Smith, who himself is a comedic actor, I'm expecting to be roasted. Come on, man. I'm expected. Now, if I don't like the roast, then I have got to handle that differently. I can still check him. And I think, here's my opinion. I think he could have really sunned Chris Rock if he would have bit his tongue, and then when he won the award, got up and said, listen, I just want to say right now, I don't know where Chris was coming from on that, but that was some disrespectful blase blah. And I'm just letting him know he don't know what's going on in my household. And I think we as men, we got to stand up and protect our women. People would have applauded him.
Yeah,
and he's
man,
like,
that's the that's the right thing to do.
I'm saying this is the Get Your Shift Together podcast.
That's the right
What do we want brothers to do? What do we want brothers to do? I don't know.
In the Get Your Shift Together podcast, that's the right thing to do. Okay,
I don't know what y'all. I don't understand
right
us, man. I don't understand us. The stuff that we would say is okay for us, we would not condone for our kids. We would not condone it for our kids, man. We would not condone it for somebody to say. Of course, it's easy to say. That's your opinion. Of course. Listen, Ronnie,
that's your opinion, not his. I feel you, man. You don't know what this brother, man, listen.
I'm not arguing that. Y'all think
I know what this brother is going through with this.
Why are we arguing in those directions, though? I'm not saying.
You don't know what it took for his wife to cut her hair that night or the night before and the emotions and feelings that she went through. All I'm saying is, and I'll say it again, with the emotions and feelings that his wife was going through, you don't know the effects of her mental health. You don't know how he's feeling or whatever. And he got up and he reacted. Did he think it through?
What I hear you saying is situational ethics, right? There are some cases where no matter what I do, it's justified and nobody can hold me accountable for it. That's what I hear you saying.
Say that one more time for me.
What I hear you saying is there are certain situations. It don't matter what my values are, what my principles are, what my ethics are, how old I am, who I'm supposed to be, what my place is in life. If to me it's right, it's right. And the rest of y'all can go ahead and kick rocks. And I'm saying what I'm teaching men, we always need accountability. Now, what I'm saying, what's the difference? Let me ask you this. What's the difference between the impulse of a man feeling like he's got to protect his wife, right? That impulse in that fashion. He could protect his wife, but he didn't have to do that. That's all I'm saying. But what's the difference between that impulse and the impulse of a man?
Hold on. We got an awesome comment. Oh, man, bring it back up.
I don't even know which one it was. I'm sorry, I moved it. Who was it by?
Coley's. Yeah.
Hold on, let me finish my point.
Hold on, bro. 90% of the time, we'll let y'all talk crazy about him and his wife and his kids. He failed this time. He failed horribly, not condoning his actions, but reality. And you kind of went to the next one. But we ain't always gonna get it right, man. And I'll repeat myself.
Jason, do you hear me? You're not listening to me. You're not listening.
Tell a grown man what to do.
I hear your point. Can you hear mine? That's your point is I can't tell a grown man what to do. All right. And what I'm saying to you is I disagree with that. I'm not saying in the moment. I'm saying in the moment, it's the moment.
Yes, what I'm saying in the moment. Now
I'm saying the dust settles. Hold on, let me make my point. Here's my point. My point is this. All I'm saying is this, is that what I'm trying to help brothers to understand is that at some point I got to be open to accountability. Now I'm gonna give you a scenario, and you tell me if they're any different. He lost control. He acted out of impulse. Right or wrong, that's what he did.
Right.
So let me ask you this. If I'm tempted, if I see a woman and she fits and she got nice behind, nice breasts, she flirting with me, and she catch me on the wrong day, and I go ahead and I sleep with her. I acted in impulse.
Nah, man. I ain't gonna let you get that off, Myron.
No, because you know why? Because what we're saying
that's very premeditated, bro.
Are you serious? What we're saying is it's a double standard. It's okay to do violence, and this is what I don't like about our community.
Come on, violence.
You say violence is. I'm saying with men, violence is acceptable. Violence is acceptable for us to be angry and to show violence, but it's not acceptable. Nobody's going to let us get away with screwing around on people if it's a problem. And I'm saying there's some brothers that have a problem with anger, and there's some brothers that have a problem with lust. And they're equally both challenging to them. And so I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, if a man is cheating on his wife, he got a legitimate problem. I know brothers that got a legitimate addiction to this, and they have a hard time controlling themselves. Their brains are wired to that behavior, pornography, whatever it is. I'm trying to tell these brothers there's a better way. I would say the same thing to the dude with anger. Why is violence always okay with black people? It's okay. We justify that stuff. If you punch me in the face, I'm gonna punch you back. That don't make no sense, bro.
Okay, listen, I'm not justifying his anger. And in the scope of what we're trying to do, we're trying to teach men how to, you know, get their shift together. Okay. So yes, we'll need some counseling. We'll need some therapy. We'll need to sit down and talk to somebody to figure out his issues. But what I am saying, bruh, is that man has some underlying stuff on feeling that he is a walking doormat, man. We talk about him in Tupac all the time. We talk about him in the entanglement stuff all the time.
He made it about him and not about the Williams family and not about all those other people that worked so hard on that film that was waiting for their moment.
Yeah.
That he made it about him and his wife. And it's always been about him and Jada and their little red table talks. So they made it about them to the chagrin, in my opinion, to the disrespect of the mothers and all those other people out there that were there for their families. There were people that came in the stands. You got people, family members, old mothers that are there supporting this brother Questlove. And they can't even get no love because this dude can't control himself. Heck no. Heck no. Man, that ain't right, bro.
You dragging Will, bro. You dragging Will.
He is behind after it's over. He did what he did. I have acted in impulse. You have too. But I'm just saying, it ain't right. That's all I'm saying. It ain't right. How can we say it's right? It's not right.
I ain't saying it's right.
Yes, you are. You talking about
I ain't saying it's wrong. I ain't saying it's wrong.
Why didn't he spaz when his marriage was made fun of by Regina? Straight up. Why didn't he spaz?
You know, I seen a person say, hold up. So if a person gets triggered enough, can they do violence? No, I don't condone that. So when people throw hands or shoot, we should say it's justified. I don't never justify people.
That's what the dudes on the street say. They say that all the time. He came for me. He came in the wrong neighborhood. He disrespected me. He looked at me the wrong way. And so I put two in him.
What I do justify is self-defense, right? So
I agree with this. This is what Jason is saying.
So, you know.
This person, you see what this person says here? This is exactly what you're saying. And I received that. You're saying I understand.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I ain't saying he right, and I ain't saying our brother.
No. That's different. You can say you understand while at the same time saying.
My favorite rapper is 50 Cent, man. You know what I'm saying? So I like the beef to cook. You know what I'm saying? Let the beef go, man. You know.
Hey, I'm gonna put some of these. I'm gonna put some of these comments up here.
Get at your op, Will. He your op, Will. Get him.
I just don't know why people can't carry two different philosophies at the same time. What I'm saying is, I'm with Jason. Man, that was rough. That's tough. And we don't know what he was going through. And sometimes people will snap, but just because they snapped don't mean it was right. It don't mean it was right. It don't mean it was right. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was right just because I snapped. He says, you will leave this podcast right now and smack a cat right now if he come wrong to your wife. I won't smack him.
Listen, man. Listen.
I ain't gonna smack him.
Listen.
I ain't gonna smack him.
We'll want to get down. Hey.
I ain't gonna smack nobody. Why would I smack him?
Listen, we'll want to get that Buster tag off him, man.
Talk about it. Now you talk about it.
Get that Buster Tiger off him, man. He wants y'all to think the second time y'all say something crazy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it, man, listen, man. A lot of it was just
he picked on Chris Rock because he knew Chris Rock couldn't do nothing. Wasn't going to do nothing back to him, man.
Listen, a lot of it was just impulse. I mean, all of it was impulse to me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just like I keep saying, like a broken record, man. You don't know what that man is going through with his wife, bruh. You don't know the feelings his wife was going through.
Okay,
bruh.
but what about that one couple that was both up for Oscars? We don't know what was going on with them either.
Listen. And it has I've seen a lot of comments on this. Will Smith, because everybody was talking about, well, how about his relationship with his wife? It being an open marriage, and he ain't do nothing about that. I mean, he didn't came out publicly and say that it is what it is, and y'all can have fun with it or whatever. But this is how we moving. And this is how me and my wife is moving, and it is what it is. He didn't. Okay, you can talk about his wife's alopecia. Listen, it's some lines you don't cross with some brothers, man. It's some.
I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris.
Listen,
I was out of line. So should he have not apologized? Should he have apologized? No.
You say sideways about you say something.
No, you gonna answer this? Should he have apologized?
Hold up, Myron. We all got some lines you don't cross, man. We all got some lines you don't cross, Myron. I'm not gonna sit here and act like you don't sit here and act like you don't got no lines that you don't cross.
Bro, I'm not sitting up here saying that. Well, I'll tell you this. What I know for a fact.
Hold on.
I would not have done
Stop right there. Stop right there. Everybody in the comments, do you have a I'm gonna throw some hands line? Do you have a line that if somebody crossed it, you're like, you know what? You owe me a fade, bro. Like you owe me a fade, bro. You just owe me a fade.
Oh man,
fade, bro. Come on,
I just what I don't like. Now everybody gonna be like, people gonna be what? They gonna try to fight everybody that crack a joke on them now. I mean,
you owe me a one-on-one, man. You owe me a fade, bro. Look, everybody got a line that you don't cross, man.
Dave Chappelle should be dead then.
That might be. Look who Dave Chappelle pick on though. I ain't gonna go into that.
I'm saying no. Dave Chappelle should be dead. All right, man.
Hold on. I want to see that last comment. He said about the crossing the lines, man. We gotta get this comment section together, man, because these comments is good. Comedians don't have boundaries. They cross every line. Well, this time they might think next time. People should know that.
Will Smith. Not Will Smith. Chris Rock. Apologize. Well, allegedly, some people are saying.
Okay, says no because I'm an adult, and if I'm in jail, I can't protect my family. I mean, I get that. But
so why won't you just say that? Why won't you just say what he did was wrong?
Listen, I get that. But what I'm saying is, when that line is crossed, who knows how you're going to react?
But how am I supposed to know this? Let me ask you a question, DJ Walk. The whole point of the Oscars is to celebrate films.
Yes.
A lot of the films that are created cross the line just in the films. The film, you're celebrating something that crosses the line. Matter of fact, the movie that Will Smith got an Oscar for shows King Richard getting beat up by some gang members, and he don't even retaliate. It was about his two girls. King Richard got sunned by some gang members, and he was smart enough to know I ain't about to fight these gang members on this tennis court. I'm going home and he got his gun. You remember he was thinking about getting his gun and coming back, but he's thought about it. He thought about it, man.
Yeah, Will, listen. Will was in that moment, bro.
They say he didn't turn. He
refrain from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not yourself. Listen, we all ain't Jesus, man.
Oh, now y'all want to see now when the brothers quote the scriptures, everybody be like, nah, man, y'all don't want to hear that word. Y'all don't want to hear the word.
We all listen. I know I'm striving to be Christ-like. I am saved. I'm striving to be Christ-like, man. But at the same time, you're human, man. You're human.
Secretly, every woman smiles inside when her man defends her. So my wife told me straight up. She said, I would think that you was kind of stupid to do what Will Smith did. She said, she was just like, you could have really sunned him. And I know you're smarter than that. Like, do you want to be connected to somebody who has no self-control?
No, hold on, wait. let's not act like this is Will's everyday demeanor. Okay, everybody knows that this is really way out of his character.
Yeah, I heard he slapped him. I heard who's that comedian? It was somebody else that tried to do something to him and he smacked him. He said, "Myron, do you have a line or not?" The brother,
exactly.
I don't know why y'all keep doing this. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna answer that question. I don't know. And I agree with Jay Walk on this. I agree that all of us have a place and a point. And for me, it's not just anger. So we're only talking about anger right now, because that's the thing. You can be angry, right? But I'm saying there's a lot of lines, brother. There's a lot of, brother, I'm a sinner to the core. I don't trust myself. I'm telling you that right now. Don't ask me if I trust myself. I don't. Period. That's why I have that's why I'm a Christian, because I don't trust myself. So I'm not what I'm saying though is but I'm not going to justify a bad decision. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying what I would do. I'm not saying I'm better than Will Smith. I'm not saying I'm more right than Will Smith. I don't know. I could have done something worse than Will Smith did. But I'm not going to sit up here and say it was the right thing to do.
I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm not saying it's the right thing.
Hold me accountable. I'm looking you in the face. You still hold me accountable. If I put my family in jeopardy because of an impulsive decision, if I put my wife in danger, who knows? Let's say Chris Rock, man, had some of his buddies there, maybe some family members, and they is up there locking up, man. They like, listen, when this is over, we're going to blow his brains out of everybody. But of course, we know that ain't the case because it was Chris Rock. And that's why he went for him.
Hold on, man. Don't slip on Chris, man. Chris probably got some goons now. Chris probably got some goons, man. Chris probably got some goons. Don't sleep on Chris. Trust me.
I think some people just trying to take a very unique position because they like to take unique positions because you sound unique. But let's just be honest. I'm just telling you, Jay, if I do something, hey, look, man, I got you. You're gonna say, man, I feel you, bro. I can't even be mad at you. But man, you got to. I want you to come at me, push me to my highest level. If I'm 53 years old and I'm still controlled by my flesh like that, I want somebody to push me to a little higher level. I can still kick his butt. I can kick his butt big time. When the thing is over, we can go mano a mano. I can still rough him up. But I don't gotta destroy that moment for me and that moment for all those other people. And I don't have to do that. And then make my whole family a laughing stock. Will is now tarnished for the rest of his career.
He's not tarnished. He's not tarnished. You know that, man.
No, I'm saying this is going to keep coming up. It's going to keep coming up. Y'all know it's going to keep coming up.
Social media and all that. We got we'll be on to the next thing in a couple of days, man.
That is great. That's the truest thing he done said all night.
Yeah, hey, listen. Hey, I'll go back to it. And everybody kind of getting on me in the comments about the line, and that's cool. But listen, everybody comment. You don't know. You say that you know. You say that you know.
That's a word.
What?
No, what you saying right now?
Yeah,
I agree with what you're saying. That's right.
You say that you know.
That's right.
You say that you know.
That's right.
You don't know.
That's
how
right.
you will react if
somebody
crossed the line in your mind that you had in your mind that you don't cross. I mean, my mother.
Even if you laughed at first.
My mom all the time. My mom is dead and gone. God bless her soul. She with the Lord. And if a comedian says something crazy about, oh man, your mama. I mean, I know that I'm there for the jokes, but in my mind,
you don't know what you'll do.
You don't know.
I agree with that.
You don't know. And there's a little part of me still thinking that this is staged a little bit. A little bit.
Will is still going to get his reparations from Hollywood. He make too many other people money. Will is not tarnished. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I think I overstated. I definitely overstated that. I'm just saying he's going to be joked on. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying his family is still going to be joked on. I'm saying what made him mad was the accumulation of his family getting roasted. And I'm saying it didn't end it that night. It's going to continue. It's going to continue even more.
And the backlash from Chris Rock is what? He sold more his tickets went on sale because he's on tour. he sold more. His ticket sales are up like 52%. So the brother gonna eat off this. He gonna keep on eating off this. This may have been the best thing for Chris Rock's career.
Hey, bro, I want you to know, man. We have the highest viewership of any of our podcasts tonight. Before we go, man, give your final thoughts. So everybody's very clear on where DJ Walker's coming from. Give your final thoughts. Give an admonition to this is a men's podcast. Tell the brothers instruct the brothers.
This is my final thoughts, guys.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Think before you do things. Think about your actions.
Shocking.
Think about your actions, okay? Try to get yourself together. Don't act off cuss. Don't act off your rage because, being from where I'm from, I've seen a lot of brothers die in caskets just for thinking and just reacting out of rage. So, get your shift together. If you have anger issues, go talk to somebody, get some help, sort through those deep underlying issues that could trigger you, and do not act irrationally. Try to get your mind together before you step inside the situations, but at the same time, and if somebody don't let no brother walk up on you, though. Somebody walk up on you. Somebody walk up on you, you know what I'm saying? You might, I'm not taking up for Will, but I'm saying self-defense, man. Self-defense, man. You got to defend yourself and your family. So
you ever take martial arts?
I mean, every little kid, took a little bit of some karate class or something like that.
Martial arts is supposed to teach you self-control. Here's what I get out of all of this, honestly, and it ain't really got to do with this. Man, I think more men, we are all going to make these mistakes. So don't get it twisted here. All of us are going to do something stupid. All of us are going to do something that we regret. All of us are going to feel like we're in a position where we got to defend or whatever. So I don't judge anybody. In other words, I'm not damning him. I love Chris. I love Chris Rock. I love Will Smith, and I ain't going to stop loving him. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because we need these guys to be better. The culture, we got to have some OGs. Here's who I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate Tyler Perry. I want to celebrate Denzel Washington. I want to celebrate these boys for going to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Encouraging that brother. And we don't know what's happening behind the scene. Here, what I know I need. I need me a Denzel. Black men, we need more Denzels. We need more OGs. We need more Will Smiths who make a mistake and own it. We need that type. We do not need more people doing stuff that we know is not right and then us justifying it. That's what's breaking our marriages. That's what's breaking our homes, that pride. I need me a man like a Denzel, like a Tyler, somebody that can get through to me. Because let me just tell you this right now. I went to school with a friend of mine, and you know people like this. They would get so angry that nobody could stop them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Nobody could, not even their wives. I've seen brothers, their mamas, they would like go to another place and nobody, and it's almost like,
you don't want to be that brother.
Yeah. No, man.
I want to be that brother.
And I'm saying I got to have people in my life to do that. Anyway, this was great.
But that's why we push so much, get you a community of brothers around you that can pull your coattails. You know what? The worst thing in the world that you could be surrounded with is a whole bunch of yes men. You know what I'm saying? You want brothers that's going to hold you accountable. You want brothers that's going to pull your coattail and say, hey, man, hey, what?
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Yeah, I told you, he knows your parents. He knows, well, I think I was talking to your dad. One of y'all know each other.
He's from the east side. I feel you.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. But get you a community of brothers, man, that's going to hold you accountable, man. It's always good to have somebody around you that can pull your coattails and be like, yo, don't do that, bro. And I think in this situation, man, he didn't have that, man. He was sitting with
he didn't have time to have that.
Yeah, his wife and Lupita. You know what I'm saying? And
he his wife. They need help. I'm serious.
Let's talk about. I see some women in these comments. Let's talk about Jada. Okay, how much time you got left? How about Jada putting the battery in that brother's back and basically looking at him like, what you gonna do? We don't know exactly what went on.
Man, I definitely want to talk about
when
that.
When brother got up out his seat, she sure didn't step in front of him or stop him. And she knew something was going to happen because she knew.
I don't think anybody could have stopped him because nobody knew what was going to go down. She ain't know that he was going. Anyway, there's so much about that and the whole August. I mean, anyway.
Yeah. He needs to, I ain't down for divorce or anything like that.
Can I say something real quick, Jay?
Not to work in your marriage, but
that whole red table talks. Let me say this.
She needs to get her stuff together too.
Here's one thing I learned, especially me trying to be transparent. Sometimes when you're ready to be transparent and vulnerable and open, everybody else is not ready. Yeah. I don't think Will was ready for all of that smoke that was coming from the red table. Yeah. And we got to realize that sometimes our transparency, our freedom can be somebody else's pain. Anyway, y'all, we got to go. Much love to y'all. Brothers, get to the Men's Breakthrough Conference. I'm telling you, we got spots open till this Wednesday. You got the 30th and the 1st to get that check, that direct deposit come in. If you're in the area, the DMV, the tri-state.
Pull up, man. We love y'all. See y'all in the DMV.
We're going to be in the house. And I'm sure this subject is going to come up again. All right, y'all. We out of here.
We out.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Get Your Shift Together Men's Podcast. For more information, please visit our website, menswinningscircle.com. That is, menswinningscircle.com. Let's win in the things that matter.